Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and of course, I welcome you to another AirsoftAL Reviews. Now, when I started this project, the main focus of it was more or less to kind of decide how I wanted to kind of go about it. And the project itself is something that I've always loved, and kind of started because of the fascination with Colt SMGs, or at least when I first discovered the Colt SMG. A AR platform that was designed for certain magazines, and there are a few in nature. There's, of course, the Uzi mags and the Thompson mags that are prevalent in these two designs, especially the Department of Energy submachine gun that is actually, honestly, I wish we had an airsoft variant of, because if you really look into the development of it, it's actually a really cool little gun. But when really looking into AR PCCs in airsoft, there are a few now, but looking back in the day, there weren't a lot. And then Angel Customs came up. Angel Customs does a mag adapter that is actually really affordable and a good way for you to have a AR PCC but still be able to retain the AR platform. And you don't have to do a PCC style lower. You can still have a full-length magwell for Stanag mags, your P mags, what have you, but still be able to use MP5 magazines. Which is why I'm using it for this build, and why it's so, well, why it's so cool. The basic design of the mag adapter is cut and dry. It is literally this right here, which is what I can basically call the airsoft version of the Katana mags adapter and Katana mags, where literally you have this adapter right here, which, again, this is something that's actually kind of a biggie, is that it doesn't have a lock like you would find in other AR magazines. But the cool thing about it is that the diameter of it and the way it's designed is designed off of a Stanag magazine, or if we really want to push the limit, designed off of the same principle as a PMag. So literally, even though it's basically the same shape, diameter, and of course length, so it's the perfect fit. And let's face it, it's kind of a cool thing about it. And the fact that it only has very little moving parts, because the only moving parts of it is right in here. That's it. It's not complicated. It's basically KISS. For those of you who don't know what KISS is, besides, of course, a pretty cool band, KISS is an acronym for Keep It Simple Stupid. And the internal design of this is literally KISS incarnate. It's Keep It Simple Stupid. Not to mention, of course, the magazine, which when it came in the box was an ASG magazine. Now, I don't know if ASG is the OEM for this, or if this is a nerd design magazine, but what I will say is that the magazine itself is really cool, essentially being a scaled down version of a G36 magazine, or if we really want to have a little fun there, it is a 9mm version of a G36 mag with the locking lugs on the magazine itself. Not only that, but it is translucent enough so that way you can actually see the BBs in, and you can see what level your BBs are at. But, like I said, the big appeal of it, though, is the fact of you can take this and you can use it in your AR. Now, you're probably asking, why would you want this? Well, here's a good example. Let's say you buy a brand new M4. Okay, you have an M4. Everything's good. Everything's golden. But you don't have a lot of M4 mags, but you have a ubiquitous amount of MP5 magazines. And then it clicks in your head, you know, I do want to use this, but I only have MP5 magazines. Da-da-da-da! Angel Customs to the rescue. So you literally buy the adapter, which for me, if you really want an easy way to do this, just leave the adapter and the magazine together, and then just shove it in place, give it a nice little tap, and then voila. I mean, literally, it's seamless transition, and the only thing you have on is this. And if you wanted to, you could literally I mean, this is a little something I'm doing a trick with, is that if you really want to, you could literally do like this, which it does easily remove the magazine, but you basically have the same manipulation of a MP5. Literally just shove it in there, and there's not a lot to do. Not only that, but it looks actually really nice out of it. Now, I could go on about this, but I want to save that for a little later and kind of get into what Angel Customs could do with this, or what this can do for Airsoft. So, let's get a couple ARs behind me and see what this will go into, and kind of see what works, what doesn't. Now behind me are several of the AR models that I have in my collection, or at least some that will take AR magazines. Now I do have the adapter right here, and of course in the announcement video you saw that I had this in the Lancer Tactical that I'm going to be using for the build, which I will be doing, expanding upon in the future. But why don't we go ahead and go down the list, and sadly I don't have the MTAR anymore because that sadly broke. I will be doing a video talking about that. But what I will say is that I want to start with the economy and work my way up. So let's go ahead and grab the HK behind me and see if it will accept this, so you could, if you want to, make a HK416 pistol caliber carbine. Man Store HK416 refurbished. Can it take the adapter? That is a no. And it is splitting at the seam here. I don't know why it's not taking the adapter. I wish I knew, but nope, there it goes. It is in there, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, it can. You just gotta shove the son of a bitch home. But yeah, no. You can make it a 416 pistol caliber carbine. Okay, so we'll take it, and that actually raises some pretty cool ideas in the future, but let's go up in this, shall we? Here we have my Double Eagle Sleeper. You can tell it's a sleeper because, well, one, has Elite Force components in there, the Elite Force cylinder, and of course, obviously, a new pistol grip, which, again, if you haven't seen the takedown upgrade guide for this thing, or the videos following it, you really should. But, can it take the Angel Customs mag adapter? Yes, it can. Effectively turning this into a pistol caliber carbine with a .302, or in this case, a Master Key tri-shot shotgun. Let's try another one, shall we? Moving on up in the world, we have the Colt body, which means we have essentially a SEMA M4 here. Will it take the Angel Customs mag adapter? Yes, it will, and it makes it into a 20-inch pistol caliber, I don't want to say carbine, but a pistol caliber rifle, a PCR, because that is a full-length barrel with a pistol caliber in it. That would just be insane, to say the least, but I guess you get accuracy out of it. I honestly don't know, but if you guys do, then please let me know the ballistics of a 20-inch barrel in 9mm. I'd actually like to know. Now for all my Ghost in the Shell fans, we take a look at the JG Star Dragon. Can it take the adapter? It's not coming out. It can't take the magazine. Ah, boy, no it cannot. And I think I know why. So the reason it can't take it is because of the body itself, I believe. So I'm just going to try and see what I can do with this, because, again, this should be able to fit in there. Just don't know why. Again, I don't know why it's not fitting in there, but, yeah, we found one that will not take the adapter. The JG Star Dragon will not take the adapter, meaning you cannot have a pistol caliber carbine variant of the JG Star Dragon. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sad to say. Finally, on the list of ARs I have to test, my fully custom, well, not fully custom, basically my Magpul PTS combat machine. Can't take the magazine adapter. Yes, it can, and essentially I've basically completed my Magpul PTS pistol caliber carbine. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm kidding, of course, but again, it does look good with that. It really does. And while, yes, the magazine does wobble, but it does essentially what I'm doing in terms of the MOE, not the SL. So with it looking like this, it looks pretty well. It really does, but it does definitely add some. It definitely does add to the aesthetic. I'll admit, doesn't it? As you saw, there were a lot of this does go into a lot, and it doesn't. Now, I have a very limited number of AR platforms in my collection. I would have a bullpup, a legitimate bullpup like the MTAR, to have in my collection, but I don't. That sadly broke. So until I can get another one in my collection, I can't exactly do an MTAR test, sadly. Although, from what I saw, this could actually work in the MTAR, the economy one. So you could actually have your pistol caliber MTAR SMG that is actually a real steel, is actually out there and is made. Now, Angel Customs does make a drum magazine, which I want to kind of use this as a proof of concept here. Here is the Angel Customs drum mag. Now, this drum mag is actually really cool because all you need is the base itself. And if you want to use it in other platforms from G36 and onward, all you have to do is remove a screw here and a screw here and just get an adapter. That's it. And literally just put it on there, screw, screw, done. That's simple, that's easy. This is a really cool drum mag that I will use in the future, I promise. But let's take that same concept of this and apply it to this. With the advent of 3D printing nowadays, and the fact that these are, you can buy these, I would not be surprised if a 3D printer actually gets one of these things and starts designing one for several different other brands. Because again, this is all polymer. And the only metal bits on there are, of course, the screws and even, again, the locking lug. The mag release itself, the release button, is polymer. So in a sense, this could be a good stepping stone for future adapters, which we already have in Airsoft, but we don't really have a lot of MP5 adapters, or even adapters for Uzi magazines, and I don't mean just, like, say, the gas blowback magazines, I mean the actual, like, legitimate AEP magazines for Uzis, or even the AEP magazines for Mac 10s, / Mac 11s. Hell, imagine this. An adapter, same AR style, mind you, but instead of it being for, say, MP5 magazines, it'd be done for Thompson magazines. I mean, could you imagine that? Which, again, the magwell would have to be wide as hell, but imagine a Thompson magazine being able to come up in this. That would be kind of cool, would it not? That, not only that, but create other style of mag adapters. I mean, again, the sky's the limit now with 3D printing and what we have nowadays in terms of technology. And again, this right here can be attested and can be used as an example of what can work. Now, are there issues with this mag adapter, you're asking? Yes, there is. The biggest issue has to be, of course, in the obvious, there is no hook. There is no stopper right here to keep the BBs from shooting outwards, so when you pull it out. Meaning that you will have an issue with BBs coming out. This is no issue because, again, you could 3D print your own and actually put a stopper in there, so that way you had an extra stopper from this magazine to this. However, once again, the biggest thing, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, just pull out this. Yes, that is a solution, but that's not at the same time, because let's say you want to pull this out from the gun you have it in. Like, say I run out, and oops, I've got to pull this out to use standard AM4 mags. Well, that's a lot of BBs I just pulled out, and I don't want to essentially do this, where the BBs are now being fed this way, and I have this big honking thing up here, and it look like a Brin, or a pistol caliber version of a Kalashnikov Brin, which I gotta talk to my friend Ben about possibly doing that one day, or at least talk to some friends about doing that one day, but you get what I'm saying, though. This is a cool concept. This is a cool idea and does work. And it's one of the reasons why I chose it for the base of this project. And I'm going to say this now, you folks, if you have a ubiquitous amount of MP5 magazines, or you love MP5s and you want, or you just love having the ability to swap between pistol caliber magazines to full-length AR magazines, I recommend you grab this, because legitimately it's good and I have not had any issues out of it. Hell, this thing was able to be fed out of a Crytac on HPA. That should be an endorsement enough for you to be able to check these out, and should be on your Christmas list this Christmas 2021. And for those of you who have obviously already been peaked, let me know in the comment section down below what you could do with this concept and what guns you could adapt it for. And again, this is one of the reasons why I'm able to do what I'm able to do with this. And this was not possible without, of course, you, the viewers out there, who help donate to our PayPal and help create awesome projects like this. If it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't be able to do this, and hopefully we'll be able to do a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to do a lot more with this in the future. But till then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and this is hopefully the starting video of the, well, I don't know if I want to call this a Magpul PTS SMG or a AR SMG, which, with its blocky nature and the way it's designed in terms of the body, I might call this a cyberpunk gun. I don't know yet. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would want to call this project, and we'll and that's what I'll call it from now on. Should I call it the Magpul PTS AR PCC, the Magpul PTS AR SMG, the AR SMG, or the Cyberpunk SMG? Or call it with your own name. Let me know down below. And if you want to come talk with me and talk shop about this project here, or even the mag adapter here, there is a link down below to the Discord that I am in. And if you want to help support this project and many more in the future, consider donating to our PayPal down below. And let me know in the comment section down below if you've had this adapter, and if you've ran this adapter before, and what your thoughts on this adapter are. Because seriously, that just looks really, really good. It really does. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see you lovely people in the next review. Till next time. Later.